For a couple of years, I've had a flirtatious back and forth with a very attractive female. In a relationship that's a lesbian relationship with a dom. She's the bottom. If I get out of my Dahmer closet, will you get out of your Dahmer closet? She said yes. And so, like, fuck yourself. So
maybe you get
great. You want to fucking sit here, no offense, saying should I be completely independent or should I rape him all day long every day? Like, go ahead and do that. The two of you can figure that out. I think you're butt fucks. I think you should kill yourselves together. You can jump off the Mount Home Bridge together. Ben. I don't fucking care.
No, Ben.
Why shouldn't I go be with someone? She's not. She's like, whatever you want to do, I'm into. And I want to just be with you.
I put my penis in it. Well, yeah.
Why shouldn't I say, yeah, let's do that? Now, my only question is, Grace, I said your place or mine. Okay, so are you going to go get the fuck out of here and let me have a nice time with another? Man. It's 8 fucking years in, nigga. I don't care. Kill yourself. Go with Jeremy and kill each other. I don't care. Why should I care? Grace said at one point today that if she took a shit on me and I noticed that she took a shit, a steamer, on me, that she would be embarrassed and that it would be mean of me to point out the steaming pile of shit that she took on me.
Wait, can I respond?
No, that is fucking crazy. Jeremy, I have a proposition for you. And like, I don't actually give a shit, like whether you do it or not, but like, I say it's time to mix it up. And I don't think you're in a good situation. I don't think Grace is in a situation. I don't think I'm in a good situation. And my girl is also not in a good situation, although I don't know exactly the details. You should get together and then you could take shits on each other and like pretend you could have an entire floor a whole house full of excrement that you both pretend isn't there and live happily ever after.
How old is she?
28, maybe? Something like that.
28?
Yeah. I remember I saw a picture of her. I saw a picture of her. She's a person I know. I've interacted with her. Like, we could both be getting catfished. Of course, I've never seen a video call of her, but like, she is a person who I've interacted with for years, so I do know who he's talking about.
I think Grace and I agree that a man after age 18 should never be living with his parents and especially his mother. Okay, so you're in a situation I think is dysfunctional. I don't think that's true of females, but like I think that's true of males. But okay. But you might say, well, where else am I going to go? You could walk out the door and you can take a room in this apartment, no problem. Okay. You could live here and then Grace could finally have someone who agrees with her that she's living with, that is into the Bible, that is religious, or whatever it is that you think you are, and that she wants. I think you are both members of the same religion. I think it's the religion. I think you worship the devil and lies, but like, hey, maybe you're right because, whatever. You'll see what happens. The apartment will be filled with excrement or whatever. But like, whatever the religion is, you'll at least have someone who is a companion along the way. Whether she's Joseph Smith and you're Brigham Young, or you're Joseph Smith and she's Brigham Young, I want out. I want out. What do you guys think?
No, but seriously, Grace, what's really going on? You guys didn't get into this big argument over whether or not it's embarrassing for Ben to point out that you took a shit on him. What's really going on?
No, I mean, they're not over that, but basically I'm saying you're a meanie, you criticize me too much, that's what's holding up our life. And he says, you act crazy all the time. And he said to me earlier today that I pretend that I have all these problems that I don't actually have because I use that as a way to sort of get attention from him. And when I'm not around him, I actually just like will lock in, or in certain situations, even if I'm around him, I'll act perfectly normal, so he doesn't buy it. He might leave or I might leave, but I would publicly act like a sad little puppy, and he would eventually, because he's a softie, would let me back. That's true. He said to me today, like, I know this is just bluster from him. He will do this, and I will go along with it, but I'm not even saying, like, this is a bad thing. I'm just saying he's a girl dad, and the second that I show, weakness or whatever, he will let me back. He can't stop himself.
Yeah, so why would I get in the middle of it if the minute, like, we got, and I'm not, obviously you guys are joking, but let's say we actually followed through. What if we got into a fight? Which would definitely happen. We would get into some fights. You would just go run back to bed, right?
Almost certainly, yeah.
No, I think what you should do is you should get married first. So that then I have publicly said, if you, whatever you do with your wife, I don't give a fuck. You could beat her, non-consensually, whatever. I don't give a fuck at that point. So put a ring on that finger, get it out of my fucking life. No charge at all whatsoever. There's no bride price. You'd be doing me a favor, Jeremy. All you need is a fucking ring. Get one out of the bottom of a Cracker Jack box, because that's the level of marriage we're talking about here, okay? Find some fucking Mormon who will pay for it. Put the ring on it. You guys will get your own planets.
Go to the temple.
Someday you need to make spiritual children and get crazy underwear.
Grace, how much of this is serious? How much of this is a troll?
It's not a troll. This is not pre-planned.
You would want to get married?
No.
Okay. So it is a troll.
No, he thinks I should want to get married to you because I agree with you about stuff and not him. So why don't we just get married?
Do you agree with me about stuff and not him?
No.
Okay.
But I act like I do, so.
Yeah,
Grace,
I would
you didn't say you
presume
want to
that
get
the
married.
marriage is valid.
How would I put a ring on it if you don't want to get married in the first place? If it's Ben's idea.
That's
Do
never
it
stopped a Mormon
non-consensually.
before.
Put a gun to her head. Like, that's Mormon style. You ever heard about, what's that guy's name?
Brian Mitchell.
Brian Mitchell. She has the mentality of a 14-year-old Mormon. So take her out to the woods and do your wilderness retreat with her. Do it old school, Mormon style. I don't fucking care. I'll go
It's
on
all
TV
coming
and go,
together.
let's all comb the woods. But I wouldn't go do anything. Everyone knows that. Knife to the throat in the middle of the night. I'll leave the key and you'll just wink, wink through it. I don't care. But my question is, why not, Grace? Why do you want to imperil your soul every day by taking another human being and driving them to the point of insanity relentlessly? And now it's been 8 years, and why not try something fundamentally different?
Grace, you guys are at a crossroads. I don't know whether I believe it or not. I don't know. I'll rewatch the stream. We'll see. You guys are at a crossroads. You guys are sick of each other. But you also stated that if he was out of the picture, you'd be devastated and depressed.
I'm not sick of him. He's sick of me. I'm not sick of him. Like, I don't want any of this to happen.
What if he does leave? What are you going to do?
Feel bad for myself.
And then I come out there and you're just feeling bad.
Well, no,
for
I mean,
yourself.
I would try to manipulate him to come back.
So why would I want to be a part of any of that?
Because you have the same problem, maybe?
You Thorps.
Jeremy doesn't like Ben. Ben doesn't like Grace. Grace doesn't like Jeremy. A perfect hate triangle.
That's what it's starting to sound like.
Well, maybe at least you guys share a common worldview, and you could sort out whether you actually agree with this worldview or don't. And then, there can be a negotiation from a position of equality instead of you saying to me, like, I have no freedom and everything's non-consensual. I just don't think that's healthy. I'll tell
You're
you that
talking
much.
about, you guys are talking about splitting up, which I don't think anybody's going to expect that to happen. You guys are talking about Grace coming all the way out and living with me. Like, that's not going to happen, right? I mean,
Why
come on.
not?
Because she doesn't want to.
Okay,
Look at
but on your side, it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen on my side.
Okay. So then it's a matter of whether Grace wants to take a chance, do something different, or just say, like, tomorrow morning is going to be just like this morning. It's going to be a 7-hour conversation about whether it's okay to take a shit on someone and whether they should respond.
I don't think flying out to someone and then doing some content for a couple days is revolutionary action. I've done that
A couple
lot of times
days?
before. What's the theory? How is that going to be different?
I went through 80 or so projects that I had proposed that she politely said, like, no. The only thing she's interested is in doing this thing of saying to me, I need to have intimacy with you, but also by abusing you. And like, that's the one thing I don't want to do. So I don't think the math is very hard. I don't care, you know. Why should I care?
Sure.
She says, well, I'm really connected with you. How is that being connected with someone? Jeremy, if you say, like, okay, it can happen on my end, that's a real piece of information. And I don't know why this fucking princess feels like, hey, you know what? If I want to stay and be abusive and imperil my soul and yours, that's what I'm going to do. You're more connected with Jeremy than you are with me because you agree with him. You share the same worldview. Do it. It's very safe to just simply do the same thing every day for how many days is it? 2,700?
2,700.
I mean, nigga,
89.
when do you say, like, that's enough days of having basically the same conversation? That's a lot of days to have the same conversation about how you're essentially a victim of existence.
I'm not there.
You.
I'm not
have
there
the
because
conversation with Jeremy. He agrees. You're a victim of existence.
You
He
are
thinks he's a victim of
exaggerating.
existence. Go ahead and see where that leads you. I don't care. I wish you guys the best.
You
I
are
will throw the
exaggerating.
confetti.
Things
I will
have
throw the
gotten
confetti,
better.
and you can be shitting on each other in the car as you're leaving. You can shit during the wedding on each other and pretend you didn't. I don't care. I think you can have a life filled with excrement that you ignore. I think that's perfect for both of you, and I hope you enjoy it because I hate it.
The wilderness, folks. Welcome to the wilderness. One day at a time. Anyways, that was interesting. Everybody go watch Grace. I'm going to go eat some dinner.